Today, each NBA team will have one player filling out every position. In order to change things up around the NBA and for every single team to have a chance at an NBA championship, every single roster is now filled with an all-time great. The Charlotte Hornets now have 13 Kemba Walkers, the Orlando Magic have 13 Shaqs, the Lakers have 13 Kobe Bryants, and it's like this for every single team around the league. Look, after this first year, it's up to these NBA teams to decide what they want to do to this roster. Essentially, each team has their greatest all-time player, aside from a couple of them. For the Spurs, I put Victor instead of Tim Duncan just because I thought Victor would be a lot more interesting. For the Wizards, you're going to see who I put. It's not Elvin Hayes, it's not Wes Unseld, it's not John Wall, Bradley Beal, etc. Instead, it's the GOAT, alright? We are rebuilding the Warriors here, so we do have 13 to 14 Steph Currys on the roster, as KG actually takes home an MVP. Steph Curry takes home a Sixth Man of the Year award. MJ does take home Defensive Player of the Year. Wemby wins Most Improved and Clutch Player of the Year. And then the Clippers with Bob McAdoo actually go for the best record, winning 77 games. 3 Kevin Garnett's are on the All-NBA first team along with 2 Giannis's. 3 Wilts are on the All-NBA second team along with a LeBron and Curry. And then 2 more Wilts are on the All-NBA third team with another Kevin Garnett, a Curry, and Kevin Durant. As far as the All-NBA first team, it is all Michael Jordan. And then for the second team, it's also almost all MJ aside from one LeBron James. In the Western Conference, we do have Bob McAdoo versus Steve Nash. We have Dirk versus Hakeem, Oscar Robertson versus Wemby, and then we do have Kevin Garnett versus Clyde Drexler. In the East, we have Wilt versus MJ, Julius Erving versus Vince Carter. For the Hawks, we have Dominique Wilkins versus LeBron, and then we do have Patrick Ewing versus Giannis. We're going to quickly glance through the rosters real quick. For the 76ers, we have Wilt. On the Bucks, we have Giannis. For the Bulls, we have MJ. LeBron is on the Cavs. Larry Bird is on the Celtics. Bob McAdoo is on the Clippers. John Morant's on the Grizzlies. Dominique Wilkins is on the Hawks. Dwayne Wade is on the Heat. Kemba's on the Hornets, which is probably the worst team. Here we have John Stockton for the Jazz. The Kings do have Oscar Robertson. Ewing on the Knicks. The Lakers do have Kobe. This was a hard one because I could have given them Shaq, Magic, Kareem, etc. But I decided to go with the second greatest shooting guard in NBA history. Then I did put a young Shaq for the Magic. Dirk is on the Mavericks. Julius Erving for the Nets. Jokic for the Nuggets. Paul George for the Pacers. Chris Paul for the Pelicans. It was between him and AD. On the Pistons, we have Grant Hill. Once again, Joe Dumars could have been here. Ben Wallace, Carmelo, etc. Vince Carter for the Raptors. The Rockets do have Hakeem. Wemby for the Spurs. Steve Nash for the Suns. KD for the Thunder. This could have been between like him, Russell Westbrook. It came down to them. I decided KD though. And then we have Kevin Garnett on the Timberwolves. Clyde Drexler for the Trailblazers. Curry for the Warriors. And then the GOAT Jordan Poole on the Wizards. We're going to simulate the first round here to see who advances. At Bob McAdoo advances alongside Dirk. KG advances alongside Oscar Robertson. For the East, we have Dr. J versus Wilt. And then we have Patrick Ewing versus LeBron. I mean, Ewing made it a lot farther than I thought. As for the conference finals, we have, Patrick Ewing just going crazy against Dr. J. And then we have Oscar Robertson against Bob McAdoo. As we have a finals against a full team of Bob McAdoo and Dr. J. I don't know what is going on with Bob McAdoo. I was not expecting this man to put in the work like this. We're going to take this game by game as Bob McAdoo and the Clippers go up 2-0. And then Julius Erving and the Nets take game 3. Julius Erving is down 3-1 here. And Bob McAdoo wins an NBA championship for the Clippers as they win their first championship. And he obviously takes finals MVP. Apparently this all Steph Curry team is just not the move. I picked this roster because he is one of my favorite players of all time and the greatest shooter in NBA history, along with the top 2 point guard in NBA history. We haven't even won. Okay, there we go. We won 20 games this year as of right now. 21, there we go. But these other all-time teams just have some insane grades. We'll see how the teams meshed up as LeBron wins MVP on the Mavs now. Wilt still takes Sixth Man of the Year on the 76ers. MJ is now on the Suns. Victor is on the Spurs. There's also an MJ on the Heat. And the Kings are the best seed in the NBA as LeBron, Oscar Robertson, Jokic, another Oscar Robertson, and LeBron make that All-NBA first team. Giannis, MJ, LeBron, Jokic, and Irving make the second team. 2 Julius Ervings, Kevin Garnett, Larry Bird, and Oscar Robertson make the All-NBA third team. Dude, why is MJ absolutely filling up the all-defensive teams? We're going to quickly take a glance at their rosters real quick. The Sacramento Kings were able to add Kobe, Kevin Garnett, and Wilt alongside 1,000,001 Oscar Robertsons. let's see. The Suns were able to add MJ, Giannis. I don't know who Rice Walker is. This man is a 66 overall starting. They also have Jokic and a bunch of Steve Nashes still. For the Spurs, they were able to add D Wade and Giannis. Yo, this team is freaking massive. The Timberwolves were able to add a couple of Currys along with Clyde Drexler to give KG some help. The Mavericks have a 69 overall point guard starting alongside Paul George, LeBron, and Wilt. So they actually made a ton of changes. They also have a Shaq on their team. Jeez, man. As for the Portland Trailblazers, they were able to add a Dirk, a Wilt, a Jokic, a Bob McAdoo, apparently the greatest NBA player to ever touch a court. As the Clippers are once again the second seed, they added Chris Paul, Grant Hill, LeBron. They only have one Bob McAdoo starting now. They also have a LeBron coming off their bench. For the Nuggets, they have Oscar, MJ, KD, Dirk, and Jokic with MJ, another Jokic, and it looks like there's also a Hakeem coming off their bench. How that's a 7 seed is beyond me. The Nets have Dr. J with Kevin Garnett and a rookie starting. Wow, they also have pretty much just Dr. J off the bench. The Celtics do have Larry Bird still alongside Jordan Poole, Dr. J, and Bob McAdoo in the starting lineup. For the Cavs, they have John Stockton with MJ, LeBron, and Will. As far as their bench goes, it's just LeBron James. For the Bulls, they do have Steve Nash alongside Dirk with Charles Bediako next to MJ with Michael Jordan once again coming off their bench. As for the Bucks, they have Oscar Robertson, MJ, Giannis, Dirk, and Hakeem with KD, Dirk, and then some more Giannis is coming off their bench. For the Knicks, they do have Jordan Poole, Kobe, Larry Bird, 2 Patrick Ewing starting with a bunch of Ewings coming off their bench. And then for the 76ers, they do have a Curry with MJ, Bird, KG, Wilt, and then some more Wilts coming off their bench. As for the Raptors, they have Curry, 3 Vinces starting alongside Bob McAdoo, and their bench is also just stacked with Vince Carter. As the Kings do advance along with the Spurs, the Clippers, and the Mavericks. Then we have the Nets versus the Bulls and the Bucks versus the Raptors. Over in the West, we have the Kings versus the Clippers. In the East, we have the Nets versus the Raptors, as we do have a Kings-Raptors finals, and the Kings come out on top in 7 games. They still have a ton of Oscar Robertsons on their roster as well. Alright, we are able to add KD and Hakeem this year. I'm going to try to make a lineup that can actually compete if I really wanted to. I don't even know who. Oh my gosh, we see 2 Dominique Wilkins. We see a Giannis, some Ewings, a Shaq. Yo, Shaq and Hakeem? Dude, low key, that's kind of nasty. We're going to do that. We also get Carter Bryant and Grant Hill, Paul George, Jokic, Irving. These are insane trade packages. Okay, we're just going to do this one for D Wade and Giannis. We should now have a lineup of Curry, D Wade, another Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, another Curry, and a Giannis. This guy, Carter Bryant, Hakeem, Shaq, and Jaden. As far as the first round, the Timberwolves, Kings, Suns, Clippers, and the 76ers, Knicks, Bulls, and Celtics all advance. And then we have a Kings-Clippers finals once again, and a Bulls-76ers finals, as the Kings and Bulls both come out on top. And the Kings have now won back-to-back championships on the video. It's safe to say changing the rosters completely changed the NBA. I mean, we literally have a finals against the Bulls and the Kings. Each team started off with 13 of one player from their all-time team, and it slowly became a more diverse league over the years. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you all with the next video.